aiming for culinary class.
Look at that, beautiful.
I'm just getting Dan's balls out.
We have had people throw up.
Ask each to cook 3 fabulous courses.
Now this is a bit of a showstopper.
And get them to score in secret.
Service!
On today's show, scolding shenanigans.
We've got the Nashville Extreme Wing.
Oh no.
That's hot. I swallowed and I thought, oh no.
Comic book capers.
I definitely would be Batman.
Batman's the worst superhero.
No, he's the most logical.
No powers of his
He's the
own.
logical superhero.
I can definitely picture him wearing his pants on the outside of his trousers.
And foodie forensics.
I've never had a creme brulee hot before.
I pulled it out as room temperature, and that's how Michelin star chefs have it.
It wasn't room temperature.
As they compete for a cloche of cold hard cash. Today's professional competition is in and around Exeter in Devon, where the world-famous pasty was invented. Oh, I can hear the Cornish shouting already. And hoping to pass foodie test are our first hosts, owner Dan and Chef Luke, who run Eat the Bird.
Eat the Bird are like the outlaws, the rebels of the burger trade. We're not quite a chicken shop, and we're not a burger restaurant. We're kind of the outcasts from there. How long for table 3?
It's coming.
Come on.
Everything's coming. From a flavour point of view, we're literally here to be outrageous, to be filthy, disgraceful. You know, we're the naughty kid in school.
Table 3, want no bacon, please?
No bacon, but that's the best part. We would say we're friends, right? Right? I mean, we spend a lot of time together. Maybe it's Stockholm syndrome at this point, but like chicken Stockholm syndrome.
That's very good.
Service, please.
We're just confident in what we do.
To the point of knowing that we will win.
We will win.
Yeah, we will. Just 100% guarantee.
Time will tell, gents.
Here we go. Enjoy.
So what's the party plan for tonight?
I think our menu is a celebration of the beautiful ways that people craft fried chicken across the world.
And the
That doesn't jump off the page and make me go, oh my God, I can't wait to eat those chicken wings. I mean, Korean food's great, chicken wings great, so I'm assuming the chef knows exactly what he's doing.
Meet executive chef Simon and front of house manager Theo from the Puffing Billy.
We serve pub classics. We try and put a little twist on them.
We love doing local produce. All the suppliers are from local places.
Simon isn't backward in coming forward.
I don't suffer fools gladly. I can read people really well. You know, I can tell in the first 5 minutes whether they should or shouldn't be in a kitchen.
Okay, Chef, do we have any changes to the menus today?
And it's all eyes on the prize.
I think we've got what it takes to win the competition because the food's great. We are one of the best places in the area. And I think that...
Wow.
Yeah,
Way to alienate us.
Back at Eat the Bird and Dan's in a flap.
So we're going to brine some wings. Got these absolute behemoths. Some might say turkey wings, but they're definitely chicken. They're absolutely huge.
He submerges the wings in brine.
Just going to let it sit for probably about 6 hours.
And gives them a massage for good measure.
You know what? It's really cold. When they come out, they're going to be the juiciest wings you've ever had in your life.
They're in to chill and will be fried to order.
It's going to be messy. I'm
Yeah,
going to need a
it'll
bib.
be-
I'm going
yeah.
to definitely need a bib for that.
On to their Korean wing sauce. After gently frying sesame seeds, Luke adds vinegar and tomato sauce.
We're going a bit slow. We need to catch up. You must have heard that one before.
I don't think Dan's relishing this moment. It's all poured and the sauce will meet the wings later.
I think it's going to be another chicken dish. Or maybe duck, dipper. Chicken dipper? Chicken dippers.
Chicken dippers? That used to be a thing.
We're going KFC, aren't we?
Other chicken joints are available. Say hello to head chef Rachel and partner front of house manager Darren, proprietors of the Lord Nelson Inn. Ooh!
The ethos we have here is all about local produce, cooked to the best way possible, and all about punchy flavours.
If you believe in your product, it sells perfectly, doesn't it?
How much longer, darling?
In a minute. I'll ring the bell when it's ready. Get out.
Kind of self-barred myself from the kitchen by being very inept.
And he's just massive and just lumbers around you and you're like, get away. Service! Dazza! Come on, come here. Kedgeree, take it away. Hurry up.
Quickly, Dazza!
We're really looking forward to the competition, actually. It's going to be fun, eating other places. We love eating. And in other places. So it's perfect for us.
Back with the boys. What is a double dip burger anyway?
We take the chicken, we dip the chicken with cheese and bacon, and we dip it in gravy. And then we serve it to the table with a side of gravy, so you can actually either dip it yourself or pour the gravy over the top.
Where is this place? Oh my God. We're probably going to a roadside cafe, I'd say.
What we're going to do, we're going to make a roux. A roux is 50% fat to flour. That's how you get your basis from those sauces there. You make a bechamel. You have 10 grams of butter, 10 grams of flour, and then 100 mils of milk. If you want to make a veloute, then you...
Is everybody taking notes?
10 grams of...
No, I thought not.
100 mils of stock.
Once the roux's ready, in goes some water and a whole blend of herbs and spices.
This is going to be the best gravy that anyone's ever had.
Job done.
What next?
Chips!
So this absolute beauty here is our potato chipper. We're going to get a whole sack through here in about 60 seconds. You think we've got enough for tonight?
Well, for the 6 people?
Yeah.
Oh, give or take.
They'll get fried for service, and it's on to dessert.
Breakfast cereal, ice cream, sandwich.
I think it's like a slab of ice cream with a wafer either side, I would say.
Exciting.
It's going to be super rich, super indulgent. Basically everything that you wanted to eat for breakfast when you were a kid, wrapped up in ice cream.
They whip up a cookie dough from flour, eggs, and malt powder.
I'm interested to know what cereal they're going to use. I mean, big fan of Cocoa Pops.
Well, they aren't using them. The cereal's folded in.
He's putting biscuits inside of biscuits. It's the kind of like pioneering work we do here. Although I wouldn't put a pie in an ear, that'd be painful.
Once combined, it's squished into moulds.
Right, should we go and get these in the oven?
Let's do it.
Yeah? I'll go bottom, you go top.
They're banged in to bake. Homemade ice cream will get sandwiched in between them for pud-pud.
Right, prep's done. Let's get ready for our guests.
Amazing. Let's have a good night.
How's everyone feeling?
I think we've got it in the bag over these guys.
God, he's confident in my cooking.
I mean, a tree died for that. That is so sad that a tree died for that.
The first guests are here, Darren and Rachel from the Lord Nelson Inn.
Eats the bird.
Hey, how's it going? You all right?
Welcome to Eat the
Nice to
Bird.
meet you. I'm Dan. How's it going?
Hey, Dan.
Darren,
You good? You
meet you, mate.
I got you. Pain in the ass to start.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
You must have heard we were coming.
There we go.
Cheers.
What's the pain in the ass?
So this is a take on a Moscow mule, hence mule ass, you see?
like you
get
think
it?
it.
Yeah.
Finally, Theo and Simon from the Puffing Billy.
Hi.
Hiya, how we doing?
You all right? Simon? Dan?
Hiya, Luke.
Simon?
Theo? How's it going?
Simon.
You all right?
Yeah.
Hello, Theo. How are you?
Very good, how are you?
Have you two met before? Do you know each other?
I don't know, but Theo and
I know
I and
you
Darren,
two.
yeah, we go back.
Small world.
Yeah, it's a pub trade. We know Theo from a pub that's just around the corner from us. Theo's a lovely guy, really lovely, but I don't think they're competition to us at all.
Theo and Rachel knowing each other, I'm not really too worried about that. I think that probably leads in our favour because we're the unknown. We're going to hit them with that element of surprise.
And I think in this situation, it's definitely appropriate to fear the unknown.
That is horrible.
Oh, it's delicious.
Beautiful.
That is a pain in the ass.
Gloves are off now.
Well, thank you all for coming. It's nice for us to be all together on our first evening. So let's have a good time and cheers.
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 Coming up, dipping disagreements.
It's not actually for me. I think gravy goes with a Sunday roast.
I think Darren was just trying to maybe kick up a bit of fuss.
And chefy showdowns.
It's very difficult to eat.
Stop being so prudish. Get yourself in there. You're a chef.
Yes, I
And
am.
when Simon kept going, ooh, I was like, oh, shut up. Cheers.
Where professionals Dan and Luke of Eat the Bird are hoping not to foul up their chances of the £1,000 prize with their flavoursome fried chicken food.
We've met the folks now. We have no idea what they're going to be serving to us, but we've got a chance to prove who we are. And I think we're going to set the bar.
Yeah.
While Luke cracks on with the starter, the guests have made a champion discovery.
They've won lots of awards for wings, by the looks of things.
Says better than KFC.
It's a good job you're my wingman.
Oh!
And it takes a lot to be able to achieve something like that. So I'm not really threatened by it because We're a total different dynamic.
Back in the kitchen, Luke's sizzling up his wings in the pressure fryer.
So these are the same wings that we used when we won our awards, which is absolutely fantastic. So hopefully we get to recreate that kind of vibe. This is not something that your nan would normally have in the kitchen. This is definitely a specialist piece of equipment.
You don't know my nan.
Oh.
Hello, beans for breakfast. Once done, the wings take a spicy bath.
This is definitely a Korean barbecue sauce with soul.
Capital gag there. They're generously portioned and smothered in spicy mayo.
Let's go. Let's serve.
Et voila, Korean chicken wings with kimchi.
There we go.
I like
Thank you.
outrageous. Oh, I love outrageous.
Are you a stripper or are you a Nora?
We're about to find that out.
Dig in.
I think delicious. I think
Those are
the
delicious.
kimchi, nice and crunchy, adds that extra flavour. Just a nice little kick to them as well. And the chicken is really nice and tender as well.
Yeah, really good. I really loved that. I'd get that all over my beard if I had one. It was just so juicy and it just came off the bone. For those wings, I'm definitely a stripper. Can't you tell?
Noted.
Very, very tasty. Very good.
Thank you so much.
Each mouthful's different every time, so it's not the same, which can be quite boring. After the third one, I could have eaten another 20, so it was
Yeah, they were very tasty.
Yeah, they were very tasty, yeah. It was well done. It was very, very well done.
We saw that you won awards for your wings, which is phenomenal, and I can see why you won them. Well done.
When we won, we were actually genuinely blown away by it. It's our first year going to Wingfest, and like, there's some of the best chicken slingers in the country there.
Did you get to meet the Colonel?
Oh, Simon.
That's a winner.
I think that was absolutely lovely. I've eaten all around the world, and my favourite experience was actually sat in Thailand with the Thai women eating their hottest chili chicken. We were all covered in chicken everywhere.
You're a fan of hot chicken,
I love
spicy
hot.
chicken. Interesting. Maybe later on we can bring out some hot wings if you.
Yeah, let's
the
do
big
it.
guns.
We should do hot wings.
Fantastic. I'm up for that.
Excellent.
You might regret that.
I think that was a £1,000 starter, definitely. Main course time, Lukey. You ready?
Oh, I was born ready.
Is that gravy boiling?
Oh, it's all gravy,
Is
baby.
the chicken ready?
Oh, the chicken is
Oh.
is still in the fridge, actually. It's probably cooking.
Yeah, let's do
Wonderful.
it.
Cool. Have a good one.
Luke dredges his breasts in spicy flour and they get their crunch on.
Hey, Luke, how you getting on? You all right?
Living the dream.
The now crispy chick is dressed with bacon and cheese.
These are the wings for Rachel. They've been coated in our Nashville Extreme powder. This is so hot, we have had people throw up.
Delightful. I'll bring me brolly. The burgers are built and their signature gravy is slathered on. Fries join the party and there's that gravy again. And here's the double dip burger. Whoa. And a hot wing for Rachel. Good cluck to you.
Now, this is a bit of a showstopper. We've got our gravy-dipped chicken. We've got our gravy here. This is for dipping your burger in, hence double dip.
So, we have prepared something a little extra for you today, Rachel. We've got the Nashville Extreme wing.
Right, guys, let's dig in, eh? You need it all down your face, otherwise you're not doing it properly.
Yeah.
Get stuck in.
It was a very interesting concept, having a double dip burger.
Yeah.
But it did taste nice. Pleasantly surprised.
Flavour, brilliant.
It's not actually for me. I'm not really a gravy, and I think gravy goes with a Sunday roast. I won't be heading off for a
Double dip.
double dip chicken burger and gravy anytime soon.
I think Darren was just trying to maybe kick up a bit of fuss, which is fair. I mean, it's a competition.
And things are about to get a whole lot spicier.
Does anyone have any milk on hand before we attempt this?
I don't ever do milk. How do I eat this, lads?
Quickly,
Well, you,
without thinking
Don't
too
think
much.
about it.
Looks dangerous.
I think just put it all in.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's a scary look.
That's hot.
It's quite hot.
Can I try it?
I just won't breathe. I think they just put pure, like, crazy stuff onto the wings. Then I did the sucky thing. I swallowed. And then my whole chest went, really. And I thought, oh, no.
Should we hand the rest over?
Go on, Simon.
Are you going to eat any more of that?
Please don't spit in it.
Go on, Simon.
Are you mad?
A lot.
Oh, no.
I could tell from your reaction that I don't think you enjoyed it.
My
very much.
eyebrows have never sweated before. That was a new one.
Is it bad?
It was terrible. I hate you.
I'm really sorry. We're evil.
Oh, whoopsie.
It's all right, I'm just breathing.
No sympathy from me, I'm afraid.
We've been trying to work out while we've been cooking what the relationships are with everybody.
Darren, Rach, what are your relationships in your business?
What do you think? What do you think on this?
Mother and son.
I think you might be in trouble later.
I'm not sure it went down well. It was just a joke.
What an idiot.
It's just you don't ever do that to a woman, do you? And I think I might just lose my rag by day 3.
Are you ready to cool off with dessert?
Yep.
No, you are.
He definitely is.
It's time for Pud.
Your ice cream, sir.
Thank you so much.
Straight from the freezer.
Luke prods his cookies, applies the ice cream, and with a flourish of caramel and cereal, it's done. Breakfast cereal ice cream sandwich.
It's very tasty,
Yep.
but it's very difficult to eat. I think you need another, utensil to eat with it.
I think it's very delicious. I love sweet food. So for me, I'm in a little bit of heaven right now.
You can't put your fingers on top because of that. It's not something that you can eat like.
Stop being so prudish. Get yourself in there. You're a chef.
Yes, I am.
And when Simon kept going, ooh, I was like, oh, shut up. Enjoy it. God. But
Someone give Simon a knife. Just give him a knife.
I'm going to
would
give
have
him
been
4
happy.
knives tomorrow night. You wait. I'm going to go, right, there's all your knives.
Yeah, we're not talking about in the back, darling.
I really, really hope that you've had a good time tonight.
Hey, I think we've had a clucking good night.
Hey! Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
Marvellous.
I think tonight was a winning night. You know, I think we ticked the boxes that we wanted to tick. I think we made people happy, on the most part.
Scores out of 20, please.
Hosts were great tonight. Most of the food was really good, but a couple of the elements didn't really hit home for us. So that's why tonight we're scoring Dan and Luke
A 15.
The host did really well tonight.
And I think the food exceeded my expectations, and that's why we're going to score them
A 14.
So Eat the Bird are first out of the coop, starting the competition with a not-so-eggy 29 points. It's day 2 in and around Exeter, and at the Lord Nelson Inn,
Come on, let's get to work.
Yeah, let's get on it.
it's a Rachel and Darren sandwich.
I think being in the middle is actually good because you've met everyone now, and now you can set your game plan a little bit higher.
I think Darren and Rachel are like this power couple. I think they've got a lot to give, and I'm really excited to taste her food.
Rachel and Darren, I think they're playing their cards pretty close to their chest. I think, they're quietly confident, which actually they're not quietly confident, they're very confident.
So, team, any strategies up your sleeves?
No particular tactics we've got in mind. We're just going to let the food sing.
We're local, sustainable, and bold in flavour.
And they're starting with the main course, famous 3-day pork belly ramen.
Famous 3-day pork belly ramen.
What makes it famous, do you
I
think?
don't know.
Rachel?
It's famous because people keep coming back for it.
Well, that's fair enough.
Oh, 3. Well, it'll be the broth, right?
This is our ramen broth, and what we do is we boil up these beauties,
What on earth are those?
little pig's trotters.
Oh, lovely.
These trotters are lovely to put into a broth because it gives it oodles and oodles of flavour.
I don't know about you, Luke, but with ramen for me is something that broth is so important.
Yeah,
Getting that salinity, a bit of umami. It takes a while, and that flavour has got to hit you because that's what that dish is all about.
For the pork belly marinade, they start with garlic.
Approximately 55.5 mil of honey paste in there.
Okay, so where are the scales? Actually, I can work this out, can't I?
Just give it a good glug in there, sweetie.
In it's glugged. Ginger is chopped and the belly is bathed till later. So it's on to the starter. Hand-dyed scallops with hoisin and spring onion. And for seafood allergic Dan, duck bonbons with hoisin and spring onion.
The scallops have got such a subtle flavour that I think the hoisin might a little overpower it. But again, I'm
You've got to be careful with
open-minded.
scallops as well, cooking them and stuff,
Yeah.
so...
Timing will be
Yeah.
everything on that,
Yeah.
I think.
Scallops are one of my favourite shellfishes. They're so good, so sweet. With the hoisin as well, interesting. That's a sweet sauce.
Show us your seafood then.
These are our hand-dyed scallops, which I've already shucked
So these are just caught off the coast of Devon
by a local guy
from a
who's...
very secret spot.
Yeah, it's very secret location. But when he brings them, they're absolutely divine.
Yeah.
They'll be cooked tonight alongside Dan's bonbons. On to dessert, whiskey and Irish cream creme brulee with a madeleine.
That's funny, I thought they'd go for creme brulee. They look like creme brulee people.
Whatever that means.
Irish cream is whiskey with cream. So we've got whiskey with cream, and then cream.
Well, when you put it like that. To the custard base,
We need to make it taste really good.
she adds booze. Lots of booze.
I reckon it needs more whiskey.
Lots and lots of booze.
That's very boozy.
Could be the booze.
Good.
If you like booze, that is. She funnels into coffee mugs, nifty idea, and bakes. They'll serve with the madeleines later, and that's prep sorted.
So let's go and get ready for our guests.
Let's go and have a drink, shall we?
Definitely.
Off you trot then.
I would say this menu would take a lot of effort. It would take a lot of thought, and there's a lot of things that could go wrong with it.
I don't feel under pressure. I'm quite confident in our menu.
Game on.
Fighting talk. First in, Dan and Luke.
Yeah, this looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah.
Good to see you again, bud. See you, man.
Nice to see you.
Oh, we all get in each other's way.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So how do you feel about last night?
Oh, massive relief to get that out of the way now. Now we've got the rest of the week to just enjoy some lovely food. So exciting.
This will be the place.
Looks nice.
It's only Theo and Simon.
Hello, guys.
Just grab your drink, guys. Can't have you empty-handed.
Thank you very much.
What have we
It's
got?
a Tuscan mule, so it's an Italian slant on the classic Moscow mule. We had a great night last night. Hopefully tonight will be equally as good. And thanks all for coming. And just want to say cheers to everyone.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.
Coming up, a drippy diner.
I've given up on the chopsticks, though. I'm going for the fork now, I think.
I don't blame you.
As you can see, I've worn most of my ramen broth on my sweatshirt.
And laughable lookalikes.
If Theo was a movie character, he'd be Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
Professionals competition in and around Exeter.
Cheers.
Where Rachel and Darren of the Lord Nelson Inn are hoping for a taste of HMS victory to the tune of £1,000.
Last night was a great night at Eat the Bird. I mean, the boys really shone, but tonight, hopefully, we will absolutely smash it. They'll absolutely love our food.
Dan's duck bonbons are fried.
At this point, I'm just getting Dan's balls out. I hope he's enjoying it.
Steady. She piles in pancetta.
You get the saltiness of the bacon, and then it goes lovely with a sweet scallop.
And once the scallops are seared, she combines the lot with hoisin sauce.
Looking good.
Good.
They're placed on fancy plates and it's ready. Hand-dived scallops with pancetta and hoisin sauce. And for seafood allergic Dan, duck bonbons.
There you go, Theo.
Lovely, thank you.
Look at that.
Bon appetit, everyone.
Looks like you've enjoyed that.
I absolutely adore scallops, and these are absolutely fantastic. Having the pancetta on there with the sweetness of the hoisin and then the sweetness of the scallops as well, having that like salinity and that saltiness and that extra chew brought a little bit of texture and balance to it.
I don't know why you keep looking at me, because I had the duck bonbons.
And your duck balls.
These duck bonbons, they are absolutely quacking.
Oh, love it.
Hoisin, the bacon and all that just worked really, really well.
Good,
Very,
thank
very
you.
good.
On the menu that says these were hand caught, is that true?
Yeah, it is actually true. So a friend of mine goes diving for scallops. Sometimes he gets the odd lobster, but he actually dives from 9 to 12 metres to actually get them with his hand and pulls them straight back to, puts them in a bag. It's a long, big, deep breath that he has to take, because it's all by snorkel.
That's one lengthy snorkel.
They were hand dived. Usually chefs tend to use buzzwords to try and like incorporate things like that into their menus to get customers to get excited about it. It had a story, and
Yeah, definitely.
I think that was important.
Thank you, guys. I feel like crying now.
The feedback was amazing. I'm so proud of you, darling. You did all the work on that dish, that's for sure. And it was delicious.
Main course time. Their pork belly graces the grill. The 3-day stock is strained and pak choy is boiled. Are your noodles done?
Yeah, they're done.
The meat is carved into bite-sized portions.
Red cabbage.
And the ramen comes together.
This ramen can walk the walk and pork the pork.
And here it is, famous 3-day pork belly ramen with red cabbage, pak choy, chili, and a poached egg.
Thank you.
Wow.
Just enjoy, bon appetit.
What makes this a 3-day ramen?
So basically, I cook the bones out for 3 days, which gives it, you know what it's like to make a stock.
Yeah.
The longer you cook those bones for, the nice and...
Yeah, you can taste it. So it's like really intensifying that flavour. Incredibly rich, like sticky lip kind of richness.
Yeah, sometimes where you have broths like that, they're a bit wishy-washy, but that definitely wasn't. It is incredible. It's really, really good. I've given up on the chopsticks, though. I'm going for the fork now, I think.
I don't blame you.
As you can see, I've worn most of my ramen broth on my sweatshirt, yeah, but it was great. Like, I really enjoyed the broth. I think it had a great sort of, like, marrowy, fatty viscosity to it.
Having an Asian starter and then an Asian main course is not something I would have picked personally. I thought the broth was flavoursome, but there was an element of, like, a film of grease that I could keep tasting it. Probably would have gone with pak choy over red cabbage.
Did you not get a bit pak choy?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's
Sam.
all right, that's all right. It's like my favourite vegetable. I was annoyed that everyone got pak choy. I didn't.
We didn't give him a little bit of bok
There was
choy.
one person not to put the bok choy in it with Simon, wasn't it?
Oh.
We all have bok choy apart from Simon.
Yeah,
It's his
I-
favourite vegetable.
Oh, dear. Anyone fancy a game of Who's Who?
If Theo was a movie character, he'd be Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
Is that because I'm young? I'll take that.
Do the face, do the face, do the face.
Oh, yes.
It's uncanny.
And look, there's Joe Pesci. It's dessert time. In the kitchen, Rachel's torching the creme brulee. Burn, baby, burn.
Disco Inferno.
Indeed. Her madeleines are saucered. And here we go.
Creme brulee. Away!
Hooray! Whiskey and Irish cream-infused creme brulee with a homemade madeleine.
I hope it's boozy enough for you. I really wanted to get that punch of booze in there for us.
A solidified hot toddy kind of thing. So it was a nice pick-me-up.
Dessert was really well presented. I think the coffee mug was a great idea for the creme brulee, point of difference.
Good flavour. I've never had a creme brulee hot before. That is a first for me. Usually they're chilled, which, you know, concentrates the flavour a lot more. The only problem I have with it, and it is just a very small problem, I think it's because it's hot, you can almost, the egg is almost scrambled a little bit, and I think that's one of the reasons why most people usually eat them chilled, because it's got time to reset.
Well, I read, can I just say,
Sorry, yes, of course.
I read that if you use it, because I pulled it out as room temperature,
Yeah.
and that's how Michelin star chefs have it.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong.
No,
I'm not
no,
saying it's
no.
wrong, it's just I've never had it hot. It wasn't room temperature, it was a lot hotter than room temperature.
He said was hot when it wasn't hot. It was just room temperature.
And it's boozy. It is definitely boozy.
This is like quite boozy, but I think there's a guy to my right that would like happily take it up. Couldn't eat it, so I passed it on to Luke. So.
It's the hardships of this job are absolutely insane.
With dessert dividing opinion, the pros are looking for a front-of-house fix.
So, guys, we all have them. What do you reckon is the best way to get rid of an awkward customer?
To hush them out, so I just kind of like shimmy them. Let's go, and I'm talking to them as they're moving backwards. You know, and then it's like, oh, there's the door, goodbye.
Lock the door.
I just walk out with a plastic cup, pour their pint into it and say, there's the door.
He goes, right, guys, we're closed. Bye. And you're like, Darren, you can't do that. And he goes, yes, I can.
Watch me.
Last orders.
I'm just happy with myself and happy with Darren. I just couldn't have asked for a better night.
And your scores.
So tonight, Darren and Rachel did a wonderful job, although we thought there was a couple of points that could do with a little bit of work. So we're going to give them a 15.
I kind of didn't like the greasiness of the ramen, and my creme brulee was curdled. And that's why we're going to score them a 12.
So the Lord Nelson Inn sails serenely into second place, scoring 27 out of 40, putting them just behind Eat the Bird. It's the final day in and around Exeter, and on hosting duties are front of house manager Theo and executive chef Simon.
Hey,
Let's get to work.
let's get ready. Let's do it. I'm excited about tonight.
I'm excited, yeah. I mean, it's cooking for like 6 people. It's not exactly rocket science. To me, it's just a job. Right, Theo, could you get me a pound of flour, please?
Yes, mate.
I'm really excited about tonight. I feel like this could be the night that we just get blown away.
Simon picked up on certain things on other people's dishes, so we should be expecting a phenomenal meal tonight.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Phenomenal?
Phenomenal.
That's easy for you to say. Now, what's on the menu?
We've chosen dishes that are like that we do regularly and like they're in season and
they're local.
Literally sings what we're about.
Yeah.
First up is their starter, Hales Quail's Black Pudding Scotch Egg with pickled red cabbage, caraway seeds and homemade brown sauce.
Wow. There's a lot there. Can you give us a minute just to go through this?
Yeah, we'll come back to you.
I mean, it's something we've had on our menu similar to this, so it'd be interesting to see how it compares to ours.
Pickled red cabbage, partridge in a pear tree.
And a kitchen sink.
That's the whole lot.
Let's not be silly, lads. Theo's tasked with shelling the tiny eggs.
Come on, you little beauty. Look at that, beautiful.
Well done, you. Next, Simon buries them in his meat.
Take all 4 corners. Bring her up. I'm just going to slightly twist. You know, I think people think catering's just all glamour, isn't it? But they don't see this bit. Let it unravel.
They're looking nice though, Simon.
Thank you.
Making Scotch eggs every day is an absolute nightmare. Doing that with quail eggs as well, you have to be so careful. They can be overcooked so easily.
I'm not going to lie to you, it sounds like a mouthful.
I think literally one mouthful, yeah.
I don't know, they're pretty sizable.
How's that one looking?
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Sounds like quite a hearty winter dish.
It was going really well until we got to tomato ragu, and it seems very sort of like...
Is it a stew?
No, it's not. Simon lightly fries his venison.
See, I don't want it to be too brown. People who live in Devon love game. We all love a bit of game.
Big fan of venison, though. I usually don't buy it because it's a little too dear, but...
I'm rather fond of that one. He lets the steaks rest and strains the ragu.
Beautiful colour, nice glaze. Delicious.
That's delicious.
Actually, that is
That
pretty
is
good. Yeah.
lovely.
I can't even hide that. That's lovely.
That is delicious.
The venison will be braised in the sauce later. Dessert time, lemon and elderflower tart with vanilla ice cream and crystallized lemon zest.
Sounds delicious. I love a pudding.
This feels a little bit classic for me. This is a bit more old school.
Simon makes a start on his tart filling.
That's when we stand there and look pretty.
We're going to add some elderflower syrup.
Really difficult to get lemon and elderflower to sit together well because the elderflower is such a delicate flavour. Yeah. You're either going to have to tone down the lemon or just go really heavy on the elderflower.
It's okay, as long as we don't have lemon anywhere else in the dessert. Oh, crystallised lemon zest.
And things are getting citrusy.
And I like to do this by hand because I don't like machines. Machine doesn't tell me when it's ready. My hand does.
Not a massive dessert fan, but if I do have a dessert, it's either a cheese board or a tart. So,
You love a tart.
The pastry case is created with a miniature Theo watching on. Great technique, Simon. Once it's blind baked, the tart is ready for cooking.
Now, the secret of this is to not cook it too fast. It's all ready for service.
Nice one.
Thoughts?
All week we've been sort of led up a mountain up to a cliff top, and Simon's guiding us up there, and tonight we're going to jump off attached to him. Either the parachute's going to open and we're going to glide peacefully down to the ground, or we're just going to hit the floor.
Quite the image.
if Simon can knock this out the park and really deliver on it, I think it's a menu to worry about.
First to arrive are Darren and Rachel. Nice robe, Darren.
Oh, good evening, guys.
Hiya.
Rachel.
I'm a hugger, mate. I'm a
Nice to see
hugger.
you.
Good to see you, bud.
Nice
Good to see you, Theo.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Oh, it's
Good day.
warm in here.
finally, it's Dan and Luke.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
So, are you ready for tonight?
Yep,
Working hard all day?
all day.
So I'm so hungry.
Good.
All right.
I've been working hard in the kitchen, and I'm just looking forward to your feedback, and hopefully you enjoy a good night.
Here's to a good night, guys.
Drinks
Cheers.
to that.
Cheers.
Coming up, spuddy squabbling.
Okay, we have a beef dripping rusty potato.
Rusty.
We have a beef dripping rusty potato.
Rusty.
Will you shut up?
I've never heard of a rusty.
And someone lands the lolly.
Okay. Oh.
Night of the competition in and around Exeter,
Cheers.
where Theo and Simon of the Puffing Billy hope to carry off the £1,000 cash prize.
We're ready to win the £1,000. Let's go.
Simon's Scotch eggs get browned up.
Perfect colour.
Once fried, it's time to get dressed.
You ready for a helping hand, chef?
Certainly. Would you mind getting the sauce for me?
I can.
It's behind me, my darling.
Lovely.
Bill's black pudding Scotch egg with pickled cabbage and homemade brown sauce.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
There you go, buddy. Enjoy.
Dig in, guys.
This is really, really lovely. The presentation is fantastic. But trying the brown sauce and then thinking, oh, this is a bit sweet. Normally brown sauce has that pretty big hit of acidity and like, you know, vinegariness, that acetic note. Then you have some with the red cabbage and then you're like, there it is. That's what we were going for there. It's really, really nice.
My scotch, if you would call it that, on the outside of the egg was probably a bit wider and chunkier than I'd be used to.
Yeah, much larger Scotch egg than I was actually picturing.
Egg to Scotch ratio.
Oh,
A bit larger than usual.
Yeah, it was like my egg was a little bit lost. It was a little lonely island floating in a sea of sausage meat.
The meat of the Scotch egg, really delicious.
I love a Scotch egg. Like, especially when I would like to actually cut through it though to see if the egg yolk was.
I agree with you, because I'm exactly the same. But for a presentation thing, it just looks better when you can see the glaze from the yolk.
Yeah. Well, it was delicious. It was lovely actually to see the quail egg that was runny, because it takes effort and skill.
Verdict?
I think it could be a winning starter because we had lots of empty plates. We had runny egg yolks for the quail's egg, which was good.
Main course, the spuds are in.
I'm just keeping the glaze on the venison because the inside of it will be moist, but the outside of it looks like an old rubber shoe if you don't look after it properly.
And nobody wants that.
How long till we're ready, chef?
2 minutes, I reckon, Theo.
Beautiful.
Time to get creative. Theo paints on celeriac puree and plonks on potato. Things get meaty and adorned with greenery.
This will keep us in the game. Oh yeah.
And here it is. Deep breath. Slow braised venison in tomato ragu with pancetta, potato rosti, caramelized baby onion, celeriac puree, pickled blackberries, and crispy kale. I think I need to lie down.
There you go, sir.
Thank you so much.
There you are.
Yum.
Okay, we have a beef dripping rusty potato.
Rusty.
We have a beef dripping rusty potato.
Rusty.
Will you shut up?
Is it rusty?
Rusty.
Rusty.
Rusty as a
Rusty.
potato rusty.
Is it a rusty or a rusty? I don't know what a rusty is. I'm sure it's rusty, and when I went, it's rusty, and he went, it's rusty.
Potato, potato.
I've never heard of a rusty. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
I'm an absolute fiend for these shallots, man. I've always been a fan of shallots when they're cooked and presented this way. That, alongside the ragu and the puree, is like, you could just literally just give me a bowl of those and I'd die a happy man. All of these elements are really, really nice, but I think everything would have been just a little bit better if maybe we just wound down the amount that we were putting on a plate and just focused on fewer elements and just made sure we really got that tight.
I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the rusty.
Well done. You got it.
It's fantastic.
There's loads of different tastes and textures, and yeah, really enjoying it. Really worked well together. I enjoyed the main course. Crispy kale, that was nice.
Oh, I love that crispy kale. When you're...
Crispy kale was delicious.
I felt like Bugs Bunny.
I think the main course went down quite well. Everyone seemed to be quite positive about it. I was very happy with the look, and I was very happy with the comments I received.
Hopefully it should be a winning main course.
We're all restaurateurs, as it were. If you were to be anything else as youngsters, what would you be? Go!
Batman.
Me too.
I could see you as Batman.
I definitely would be Batman.
Batman's the worst superhero.
No, he's the most
got no
logical.
powers of his
He's the
own.
logical superhero.
I think Simon would make a good Batman because he's got his Robin. Theo's his Robin.
Yeah, and I can definitely picture him wearing his pants on the outside of his trousers. So it's a win-win.
Holy dessert time, Batman! Simon dusts and slices. He adds ice cream, a drizzle of elderflower syrup, and it's all set to serve. Lemon and elderflower tart with a raspberry coulis and crystallized lemon zest.
It's really nice. For me, the elderflower's a little bit lost.
Yeah, I can't do them.
There's elderflower in it, and there's an elderflower syrup poured over the ice cream as well.
Nice, yeah.
Just because the problem is it does tend to lose something when you're cooking it in a tart.
I just didn't taste any, if I'm going to be perfectly honest.
I agree. Unfortunately, if it was in 2 different elements and you still didn't get it, then you're just not going to get it.
It's zesty, a little bit sweet. Yeah, it's nice.
Well, the tart's delicious.
Thank you.
Thank
the pastry's my grandfather's recipe.
Oh, good for you.
I quite like a tart. So it was it came through with that.
I was quite happy with that.
We had lots of clean plates around the table. Everyone seemed to get stuck in and just wanted to keep eating the tart, and I didn't see much tart left at the end of it.
So it's been a really fantastic week, guys, and may the best business win.
Cheers, guys. Cheers. I spend most of my life in a kitchen, so I think we've done enough to win.
Time to find out. The Puffing Billy need 30 points to grab that grand.
Tonight, Simon and Theo are a great company. I think the menu was maybe a little bit overcomplicated and the tart wasn't to my liking. So tonight we're giving Simon and Theo a 14.
Tonight we're scoring Simon and Theo.
Whoa there! We'll find out who's won together. Oh, smooth moves.
Okay. Oh, we've got a joint second place. Joint second is the Puff and Billy and the Lord Nelson, which means in first place is Eat the Bird.
Darren and Rachel scored Simon and Theo 13, making Eat the Bird the winners.
Yeah, happy with that. You know,
Yeah, very happy with that result.
I think the one that won it was the one that was quite perverse from us. So yeah, I had a feeling they were going to win.
Jolly good.
Nice one.
I'm really disappointed. I actually wanted to be ahead of Eat the Bird because we put so much more effort into our food. So, yeah, really disappointed, but can't be a sore loser.
At the risk of sounding cheesy, I mean, this is a little demonstration of what happens when you're working all the time, every day. We certainly weren't winging it, but there are a couple of times where I definitely felt a little bit chicken.
Yeah, well done.
Good night.
Here's to a good night, guys.
Drink to
Cheers.
that.
Cheers.
Coming up, spuddy squabbling.
Okay, we have a beef dripping rusty potato.
Rusty.
We have
Coming up is hard, too hard. When it's not too bad, looking for someone like you. You know your body tries to be so cold, the face is out. When it was too bad, looking for someone else like you. You know your body trying to be someone that tries so loud. I need a rain to ride when love breaks down inside me. Only you can lift me up the ground. Never coming up this hard, too hard.
And then you're like, there it is. That's what we were going for there. Really, really nice.
My scotch, if you would call it that, on the outside of the egg was probably a bit wider and chunkier than I'd be used to.
Yeah, much larger Scotch egg than I was actually picturing.
Egg to Scotch ratio.
Oh, wow.
A bit larger than
Yeah,
usual.
it was like my egg was a little bit lost. It was a little lonely island
Yeah.
floating in a sea of sausage meat.
The meat of the Scotch egg, really delicious.
I love a Scotch egg. Especially when I would like to actually cut through it though to see if the egg yolk was.
I agree with you because I'm exactly the same. But for a presentation thing, it just looks better when you can see the glaze from the yolk.
Yeah. Well, it was delicious. It was lovely actually to see the quail egg that was runny because it takes effort and skill.
Verdict?
I think it could be a winning starter because we had lots of empty plates. We had runny egg yolks for the quail's egg, which was good.
Main course, the spuds are in.
I'm just keeping the glaze on the venison because the inside of it will be moist, but the outside of it looks like an old rubber shoe if you don't look after it properly.
And nobody wants that.
How long till we're ready, chef?
2 minutes, I reckon, Theo.
Beautiful.
Time to get creative. Theo paints on celeriac puree and plonks on potato. Things get meaty and adorned with greenery.
This will keep us in the game. Oh yeah.
And here it is. Deep breath. Slow braised venison in tomato ragu with pancetta, potato rosti, caramelized baby onion, celeriac puree, pickled blackberries, and crispy kale. I think I need to lie down.
There you go, sir.
Thank you so much.
There you are.
Yum.
Okay, we have a beef dripping rusty potato.
Rusty.
We have a beef dripping rusty potato.
Rusty.
Will you shut up?
Is it rusty?
Rusty.
Rusty.
Rusty as a
Rusty.
potato rusty.
Is it a rusty or a rusty? I don't know what a rusty is. I'm sure it's rusty. And when I went, it's rusty, and he went, it's rusty.
Potato, potato.
I've never heard of a rusty. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
I'm an absolute fiend for these shallots, man. I've always been a fan of shallots when they're cooked and presented this way. That, alongside the ragu and the puree, is like, you could just literally just give me a bowl of those and I'd die a happy man. All of these elements are really, really nice, but I think everything would have been just a little bit better if maybe we just wound down the amount that we were putting on a plate and just focused on fewer elements and just made sure we really got that tight.
I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the rusty.
Well done. You got it.
It's fantastic.
There's loads of different tastes and textures, and yeah, really enjoying it. Really worked well together. I enjoyed the main course. Crispy kale, that was nice.
Oh, I love that crispy kale. When you're...
Crispy kale was delicious.
I felt like Bugs Bunny.
I think the main course went down quite well. Everyone seemed to be quite positive about it. I was very happy with the look, and I was very happy with the comments I received.
Hopefully it should be a winning main course.
We're all restaurateurs, as it were. If you were to be anything else as youngsters, what would you be? Go!
Batman.
Me too.
I could see you as Batman.
No, I definitely would be Batman.
Batman's the worst superhero.
No, he's the most
got no
logical.
powers of his
He's
own.
the logical superhero.
I think Simon would make a good Batman because he's got his Robin. Theo's his Robin.
Yeah, and I can definitely picture him wearing his pants on the outside of his trousers. So it's a win-win.
Holy dessert time, Batman! Simon dusts and slices. He adds ice cream, a drizzle of elderflower syrup, and it's all set to serve. Lemon and elderflower tart with a raspberry coulis and crystallized lemon zest.
It's really nice. For me, the elderflower's a little bit lost.
Yeah, I can't do them.
There's elderflower in it, and there's an elderflower syrup poured over
really?
the ice cream as well.
Nice, yeah.
Just because the problem is it does tend to lose something when you're cooking it in a tart.
I just didn't taste any, if I'm going to be perfectly honest.
I agree. Unfortunately, if it was in two different elements and you still didn't get it, then you're just not going to get it.
It's zesty, a little bit sweet. Yeah, it's nice.
Well, the tart's delicious.
Thank you.
Thank
the
you.
pastry's my grandfather's recipe.
Oh, good for you.
I quite like a tart, so it was it came through with that.
I was quite happy with that.
We had lots of clean plates around the table. Everyone seemed to get stuck in and just wanted to keep eating the tart, and I didn't see much tart left at the end of it.
So it's been a really fantastic week, guys, and may the best business win.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
I spent most of my life in a kitchen, so I think we've done enough to win.
Time to find out. The Puffing Billy need 30 points to grab that grand.
Tonight, Simon and Theo are a great company, but I think the menu was maybe a little bit overcomplicated and the tart wasn't to my liking. So tonight we're giving Simon and Theo
14.
Tonight, we're scoring Simon and Theo.
Whoa there! We'll find out who's won together. Oh, smooth moves.
Okay. Oh, we've got a joint second place. Joint second is the Puff and Billy and the Lord Nelson, which means in first place is Eat the Bird.
Darren and Rachel scored Simon and Theo 13, making Eat the Bird the winners.
Yeah, happy with that. You know,
Yeah,
I
very
think
happy with that result.
I think the one that won it was the one that was quite diverse from us. So yeah, I had a feeling they were going to win.
Jolly good.
Nice one.
I'm really disappointed. I actually wanted to be ahead of Eat the Bird because we put so much more effort into our food. So, yeah, really disappointed, but can't be a sore loser.
At the risk of sounding cheesy, I mean, this is a little demonstration of what happens when you're working all the time, every day. We certainly weren't winging it, but there are a couple of times where I definitely felt a little bit chicken.
Yeah, well done.